In this video, just before the one you saw now, you saw all 9 ways that I use to generate leads. But I also wanted to tell you something that's very important, which is making sure that you don't just use one of these avenues to generate leads. A lot of people will focus on just one. Maybe they'll just do print ads. Maybe they'll just do business cards or just having branding themselves and having clothing or on their car. This is my secret recipe. I have a way of generating leads from each one of these avenues. So let's say in a month, I have these 9 avenues. And out of these 9 avenues, instead of waiting to have just one lead from one of these avenues, which is what I do, I get one lead from each one of these avenues a month. So that would be, instead of getting one lead from one avenue, I get 9 leads. And out of those 9 leads, if I close 3 or 4, it'll be a great month. I'll make 10, 15, 20, $30,000. Depends on the loan amounts and the types of loans, and then just how much the profit can be on those loans, depending on the specific scenario and situation of the loan. This is the secret. Instead of trying to focus on one avenue, try to find a way to make it cost efficient and then set up each one of these avenues in a way that you can generate leads from all 9 avenues. And if you want to do the cold calling avenue as well, you definitely can. Then that would be total 10. But for me, I have a family, I have kids, so I try to be efficient with my time. I try to move quickly. I try to get the best results in the shortest amount of time that will give me the biggest bang for my buck. And how do I do that? I use all 9 of these avenues, and I focus on making sure that I make these even on an automatic basis. So my social media ads, I might do that on an automatic basis. Sometimes I also use software to post on social media automatically. So I'll create that maybe in 1 hour. I'll do the ads for the whole month, for all 30 days. And then I have it automatically post for me every single month on Facebook and Instagram. So I don't have to do it. So it saves me a whole bunch of time. Then when it comes to realtors, I make sure that either I have lunch with realtors or I post on Instagram or Facebook targeting realtors. So I ask them, I'll put a phrase on my post. I might say something like, realtors, are you looking for a way to help your borrowers take cash out of their home so that they can invest in more properties? And then I'll put my phone number. And then that way I leave them with the intrigue. They don't know what it's really about, but they want to know how they can solve that problem. And that's what you're going to do. They have a problem, you have the solution. A lot of people don't see that, and that's why you miss out on these types of opportunities. Now, when it comes to business cards, wearing branding and wearing ads, just by simply having phrases, having your company logo, I'd say is nice, but it's not something that actually draws attention to people when they're just walking by you at the supermarket or while you're walking to work or you're in a shopping center. But if you have something that's catchy, something like need money, need to cash out, or do you have an investment property? Are you a real estate investor? And then I might add a couple more words on my back. And it doesn't have to look unprofessional or disorganized. You can make it organized, make it look like a branded nice shirt, like a typical Nike, Adidas, Hilfiger shirt, but you add your catchphrases and then you put your wording on the back and how they can contact you. So using these 9 forms of lead generation is extremely important. You know what they say? If you can generate or you can create multiple sources of income, you'll have more sources of income. You know what they say? If you have multiple sources of income, you'll have a lot more stability and a consistent source of income. And the same thing is true for leads. If you have a consistent source of lead generation, which is doing it the way I'm telling you right now, having 9 sources, then you're going to have a consistent source of leads, which will lead to consistent income. So that's very important. This is something that I really wanted to go over with you because a lot of people think they just do one. So for example, let's say you're trying to get healthy and they tell you have to drink more water, eat more fruits, eat more vegetables, eat more fiber, and keep the portions smaller. Instead of doing just one, I drank more water, then you might get a little bit healthier. But if you do all 5, you're going to be much healthier. And that's the same thing for leads. If you can do all 9 or as many as you can, your income is going to go up much faster. You're going to get a lot more leads and you're going to be in contact with people that actually want a loan and need your services instead of you having to go out there and try to convince people to get a loan with you, which it really isn't the way you should target or you should work your mortgage loans or the industry. So if you have any questions or if you have any doubts, you can always send me a message down here on under the description. And if you want to check out some of the links down there to either fix your customer's credit or for any of my other courses specific to these topics, check them out as well. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.